we have already discussed the inner join and full outer join. So the next is the left join. So yung left join, it returns all the records from the left table even if there are no matches sa right table. So sa Venn diagram, it looks like this. So lahat ng matching, so lahat ng walang match sa table B hindi niya i-return. So it's just the same with right table. Parang binaliktad lang. Pero bihira ako makita yung right join, usually left join. Pero they have the same functionality. They both return records from their table, their own table. So kapag right, yung right, kung ano yung nasa right, yun yung parang yung right table, yung andun yung records na ipupull. Okay. Then just to summarize, we have this 4 types of joins, and inner join, full join, left join, and right join. So I think that's easy. So just to show it in a picture, it's just like this. Yung right join is like yung hair ng guy is the data from the left table. The bird is the data from the right table. Tapos yung face niya is the records common to both left and right. So yan yung parang picture lang to show yung Venn diagram kanina. Okay. So let's have a demo for join first. Let me share the SQL. I-block ko muna to. Okay. So okay, so first yung full join. So it will query all customers with or without orders. So ito siya, yung query. So it will return 1,616 rows. So lahat ng data from both tables. So just to validate lang na parehas yung full outer join sa full join, naglagay lang ako ng count. Parehas lang siya na query. Nag-change lang siya dun sa full outer sa full join. Dapat parehas. Okay. So full outer join is equal to full join. So the next one is query all products with brand name and category name. So meaning yung mga products lang na merong brand name sa category name. There will be some products na walang brand name or wala ding category name or both. So yung people niya yung kompleto lang. So when we execute that, dapat wala tayong makikita na null for these two columns. Okay, so that returns 321 rows. So same thing, yung sinabi ko, yung inner join is just the same with join because yung old way nung pag-create nung pag-type ng type ng join is join lang. Same lang yan dapat ng count, 321. Okay? So next is yung left or right join. So here gamitin natin yung left. Ang kukuhain natin is yung mga customers that doesn't have any orders. So we use left or right join in case na may mga scenarios tayo na may mga kunwari yung mga, like for this example, customers na walang orders. So walang customer ID dun sa order. So ito yung magiging query natin diyan. So meron tayong isang customer na walang order, which is this one, si Ronnie Macapobre. Okay? So wala siyang entry sa order tables, pero nandun siya sa customer table. And this one is you can also do join sa same table, which is yung staff. Kasi yung staff natin, meron siyang relationship with itself. Pag tinignan nyo, meron din siyang manager ID. Usually, ganun yung structure ng table kapag meron tayong employees table. Yung manager nandun din. So magkakaroon ka lang ng manager ID na column which is nullable. So ito yung query niya to find yung staff and his or her manager. So this one, ibig sabihin wala siyang manager, that could possibly be siya yung manager. Ayan, Fabiola Jackson, I think yun nga yun, siya yung manager. So wala siyang manager. Siya na yung pinaka-manager. Okay, that's ito yung demo for join. So do you have any questions sa join before we move to the next topic? I think that's okay. Anyway, do you have any questions before I move? Ito na yung kanina. So now let's go to cross join. So what is cross join? Cross join, it returns every combination of rows from two tables. So that's the Cartesian product. It is used to generate a paired of combination of each row of the first table with each row of the second table. So yun nga yung Cartesian join. So sa real scenario, we use this in creating a grid that you want to populate. Like for example, this is very common sa mga retail application kasi we have combinations for like let's say t-shirt with colors and with sizes. So there are so many entries, there's so many unique records for each. So doon siya ginagamit. So this is kinda delicate kasi let's say if we have 1,000 records in 1,000 records in table 1 and 1,000 records in table 2, if we will use cross join, 1,000 times 1,000 is 1 million, ba? So the result set will return 1 million. So sobrang bagal nun. So ito siya. Ito maliit lang na table to. So we will pull all the combination for each. So just 2 rows for color and 4 rows for sizes. So that's 2 times 4. So that's 8 rows. So parang yun nga yung Cartesian product. So ganun karami yung i-return niyang records. Depende sa number ng rows ng table 1 at table 2. Multiply. So ayan, may picture ulit. So yung left join, yung right join, yung inner join, whole outer join. So pag pinagsama-sama siya sa lahat, ito yung siya cross join. Ayan, napakarami lahat. So this is next natin is yung apply. So like I was saying earlier, yung apply, it's very similar to join. Apply operator is like a join clause which allows joining between two table expressions. So it's just the same with join. The difference is that since join cannot use to join table valued function. If you're familiar with table valued function, it returns a value and it accepts also a parameter. So you cannot use table valued function sa join. So rather you will use apply. So apply, we have two kinds of apply. We have the cross apply. This is similar to inner join. So same siya ng functionality ni inner join ang cross apply. Ang difference lang is yung source table na ginamit is a table valued function. And then you also have the outer apply, which is similar to the left join. So it retrieves all the records whether there is a match or not. So yun siya. So table valued function, if you're not familiar with it, it is a user defined function. So it's like a view or a stored procedure na ginawa ng user that returns data of a table type. Table yung i-output niya, hindi lang isang value o isang object, isa buong table. So, pakita ko yung sample ko diyan, so, ito yung kanina sa cross join muna, ito yung apply. So, sa cross join lang is show ko lang din yung Cartesian product kung gaano kalaki. Bale, first let's check muna kung ilan yung mga rows ng mga tables na 'to. So, we have 3 tables here, brand, category, and customer. Ta's yung brand has 7 rows for category and 1,446 for customer. So, when we use the cross join, magka-Cartesian product siya. So, let's start with the first join, which is with category. That returns 70 rows here kasi 7 times 10 and then multiply with this, parang mga 1,000 something. So, makita niyo ang bagal niya. So, it will return 101,220 kasi Cartesian product siya. So, 'yan siya karami 'pag kino-cross join. So, now let's move to apply. Yung apply, as I've said earlier, it's similar to inner join. So, to give an example, let's get all the products by brand name using join. So, let's first start using join. This is the normal. Then, we will create a table valued function. Saan ba yun? So, I've already created a table valued, saan ba yun? One moment. Here. So, discuss ko lang, ito yung function na crinate ko, but I think we will have a separate discussion to function. So, papakita ko lang kasi yung table valued function kasi dun lang ginagamit si apply. So, ito this is just for checking if exists para meron siyang hindi siya mag-error. So, whenever you run this, hindi siya magfe-fail. So, ito yung pag-create ko siya. So, magkakaroon tayo ng input parameter for brand ID. So, it will return a table and select all these columns from this table with parameter brand ID. So, ira-run ko lang 'to. So, it has successfully created. We can check it here sa program sa stored sa functions. So, dapat nandito siya. Refresh lang. So, nandito naman siya, get product detail. Ito siya. So, okay. So, na-create ko na siya. We will use it now in our example. Our example is, saan na yan? Here. So, ito siya. So, meron na tayong na-create na table value function and the input parameter is brand ID. So, ang laman nito is just simple select. Since product table has a brand ID, we can use it, and if we're going, it works like a table. So, kailangan lang may parameter or else it will fail because it expects a parameter. So, lahat ng table with brand ID 2, yun yung ire-return niya. So, para siyang dynamic table. So, doon natin ginagamit si cross apply because if we use cross apply inner join sa dito, it will fail. So, you will think na select all from brand inner join yung itong table na 'to, but it will fail. So, para hindi siya mag-fail, pakita ko kung paano siya mag-fail din. Copyahin ko lang 'to, and then papalitan natin yung table ng ito. 'Yan. So, this will fail kasi, yun hindi siya andar talaga kahit, wala pa 'to. Okay. So, ang sagot diyan is yung paggamit nga nung, ah, apply. So, this is cross apply. This is similar to inner join. So, if we want to inner join, the table is a, database table into a, table valued, function, we will use cross apply. So, this will get all the products by brand name Haro. So, from the first query, ito gamit natin is, inner join. Dapat, parang parehas lang siya. Though ang ginamit nating source table is a uh, table valued function. So, it will return the same. And then, sa outer apply naman, it's just like, left join naman. So, same, functions. Let's say, kasi nag-add ako ng brand na Kensu which is not a correct brand, or it is missing, it has no associated product. So, if we put it here, lalabas siya. Kasi, yun nga, left join siya. And then, ginawa ko lang yan just to show kasi yung, meron siyang null na product ID. Kasi wala namang, brand ID na Kenso sa products table. So, para siyang left join. And then, yun, para lang pakita, ito naman yung, left join pala, ano 'to, nasingit lang yata 'to. Sorry. Okay, so yan, yun lang. So, yun yung, function, yun yung pag-create ng cross apply and outer apply, which is similar to inner join and outer join. So, yun yung difference niya. So, yun, para lang siya sa yung apply is for table valued function, just to emphasize. And then, we'll go to the, merging result sets. So, merging result sets, we make use of union and union all. So, most commonly known way of combining results in SQL are using union and union all, where both operation combines the results of two or more select statements. So, in picture, it looks like this. So, we have 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4. So, 1 and 2, 3 plus 4. So, mas maintindihan natin siya kapag, ginawa natin siya sa query sa SQL. So, yun yung union, yun ang purpose niya. And then we have two kinds of union, which is union and union all. So, union, it removes any duplicates that exist in the result set. Basically, it's performing a distinct across all columns. So, compared to union all, it removes, do not remove pala, sorry. Do not remove any duplicates. Thus, it provides faster process kasi there's an additional, action sa union na nagki-create pa siya ng distinct. When you create distinct, it's doing some filters. So, it will add up dun sa, execution plan. It has costs. So, mas mabilis yung union all. So, it's not advisable to use union kapag nag-combine tayo ng nagme-merge tayong result set, unless there's a requirement na we want to pull, distinct or unique records. So, this is the example of a query that uses union. So, union all, ganyan din dapat siya. Parang ganyan. So, there are rules kasi, for writing union and union all. We have rules. So, first, that the query must have, same number of columns or else it will fail. So kailangan yung dalawang result set ay magkaparehas ng total ng rows ay ng columns, columns. So if yung isa is 3, yung isa is 2, hindi siya magfe-fail siya. Dapat parehas na parehas. So kahit tatlo pa siyang union or 4 or 5, 6, 7, 8, pwede. Basta pare-parehas yung column na pinupull ng result set. And then yung each column must have compatible data types. So it doesn't necessarily mean na dapat parang integer. Pwede siyang same family like numeric or integer, or pwede ring car saka car. So that will work. And then also column names for the final result are taken from the first query. In case you didn't specify column, naglagay ng alias for column. So it will pull kung ano yung pinaka-top na query. So yun yung lalabas sa query result set mo. Tapos yung order by clauses, it can only be issued for the overall result set. Dun lang sa huli. Sa baba siya nilalagay. And then yung group by and having clauses can only be issued kada isang result set. So kung meron kang tatlong result set, kung gusto mong lagyan ng group by lahat, tigi-tigisa sila. Ganun. So another ways of merging result set is through intersect and accept. So yung intersect, it gives the final result set where values in both of the tables are matched. And accept gives you the final result set where data exists in first data set and not in the second data set. So they have the same rules applies for union operators that diniscuss kanina, which merong tayong mga rules like yung sa mga column aliases and everything. So they follow the same rules. Nagkaiba lang sila sa result set wherein yung intersect it will only give us the yung common. So yung final result ng intersect, yung values in both the tables na nag-match. And then yung accept naman is yung final result niya, yung nag-exist lang doon sa yung first data set lang. Wala siya doon sa second data set. So let me picture ulit. So yan yung union versus intersection. And then I will give you now a demo for this. 3.3. Okay. So we have here two data sets. Dataset 1 and dataset 2. So we have columns city and state for both city. So ito, sa dataset 1, we have 1,446 na city-state combinations. Tapos sa store naman na table, there are only 4. So when we use the union all for both result set, let's see what will happen. So union all, it will pull all. So pinagsama niya lang yung dalawang result set, which is in total 1,450 rows. So that includes the dupes. When we use the union, it will remove all the dupes or duplicates. So 200 rows ang total niya. So parang inad yung lahat ng unique rows for both result set. And then sa intersect, we are expecting konti lang kasi konti lang yung common. So it could be less than 4 kasi 4 lang yung laman ni result set 2. So that's 3. So yung kasi dito sa result set ng store there are only 4. So yung common sa kanila yung combination na meron dito na nandito ay 3 lang. So yun yung intersect. It's like yung inner join ng dating. And then yung except naman is yung find a store that doesn't have any customer. So there is only Quezon City that is existing in the customer table that is not in the store. So it doesn't have a customer na Quezon City and QC. Do you have any questions here? For sa result set sa Union Oil sa oh. I think okay naman. This is quite easy pa naman. And then ano bang next topic natin is okay, let's move to the slides. After merging results, we have useful SQL functions pala. Ayan, we have here useful functions, SQL functions that we use for dates. So these are the commonly used date functions in SQL. So the very common is this get date that gets the current database system date time. And then yung kanina I saw a year also in the example of one of our students. So this is one of the functions in date and time parts. So date name, yung date name it's specified part of the date. So we have parameters na nilalagay dyan which is the interval at yung date. So yung interval, we have two parameters, interval sa date. So interval, it could be day, it could be month, or it could be year. So yung next one naman is yung date part. It returns similar siya sa date name, and the parameters are interval also and yung date. So we have for intervals we have also month, year, and day. The only difference between the two is that yung nire-return niya na nire-return niya na value. For date name, it will return string value, while in date part, it will return a numerical value. So same with the day, month, and year. It returns the day, the month, and the year of the date na nilagay mo sa parameter, and it's in numerical value ang return niya. So later I will give some examples. And then yung date diff naman, it returns the difference between two dates. So let's say we want to find the age of someone, we can put the get date and then yung birthday niya. So that's how you compute the age using date diff. And then we have date add. Yung date add function, it adds time or date interval to a date and then returns the date. So later I will give, and is date is just for validation. So it returns either 1 or 0. It checks an expression. So if it's date, it will return 1 or else it will return 0. Tapos next is yung we also have functions used in SQL for handling nulls, data type, and also casting, and for some conditional. So this is coalesce. Hindi ko alam kung paano pabasahin to. Ayun, so this returns the first null value in the list. So meron tayong list, kung ano yung unang-unang makita niya na hindi null, yun yung kukuhain niya. So may pagka-dynamic siya ng konti. So yung null if naman, it returns null if yung dalawang expression, maglalagay ka dyan ng dalawang value, kapag equal sila, it will return null. Or else, ang i-return niya is yung first value. So meron siyang dalawang parameter. So yun. And then yung is null is just like is date. It will evaluate kung yung data is null. So kung null yung data, it will replace the value kung may nilagay. And then we have the cast and the convert. So we use that for converting kapag magkaiba yung data type. So we convert one data type to another. So cast function is used to convert the data type without a specific format. Tapos yung convert naman is it converts, parehas lang naman sila ng ano ng function, but mas ginagamit si convert kasi mas ano siya, mas maraming mas ano siya, mas tawag dito, ANSI. It is ANSI. More flexible, you can format, mas marami siyang nare-read na ibang SQL. So but they are pretty much the same. And then for conditional, we have ano yung I if saka yung function na yan, it returns a value kapag true or another value if the condition is false. So yung try cast and try convert, similar din yan sa ano, meron lang siyang error handling capability. So yun, I'll give examples after this. Ayun na, tapos na pala yun. Ito pala, nalaktawan ko. Yan yung ito naman yung sa pag-manipulate ng string. So with string functions, pwede tayong mag-create pwede nating manipulate yung string in various ways. For example, you might want to display only yung serial number ng form, or you might need to concatenate. Very good example is yung pagko-concatenate ng full name from last name, first name and middle name. So we make use of this string functions. So we have the ltrim and rtrim. They have similar functions where they removes the leading spaces from the string. Kapag sa rtrim, it removes the leading spaces from the right, and then yung sa left is from the left. Tapos lower and upper, same function. It's just that the lower converts the string to lowercase and upper to uppercase respectively. And then yung car index and len, their functions. Yung car index, it searches for a substring sa isang string din. So it will return the position of that string. So kapag hindi siya nahanap, it will return 0. And then yung len is just the length of the string, kung ilang characters or ilan yung text. And then yung modifying string values, we have concatenation. So lahat ng naka-enumerate diyan, it will just concatenate it. And then yung left function, left is it will extract the number of characters from a string starting from the left. And then yun din yung sa right, kasi from the right naman. Tapos yung replace is function that replaces all occurrences and then replaces with another value. And then ito yung stuff. Ito yung medyo bago. It deletes a part of the string and then inserts another part into a string starting at a specified position. So may mga parameters siya. So it's like yung sa substring din, so it extracts some characters from a string. So to picture it out, let me show you an example. So we have here. So just for date functions, i-run ko na lang siya ng isang run to. So the first select is just the date, get date lang yan. And then we will get the date part, which is year. So ito yung intervals na tinatawag. We have year, month, and day for date part. So we just use get date as the input parameter, or you can put any date. Kung ano yung date na gusto nyo kuhain na date part. So date name, it works the same with date part. It's just that it returns a string value. For the value November, it will return sa month, it will return November. And also kahit ano to, number to, it's still a string. So lahat ng nire-return ni date name is a string. And then yun nga, yung day, month and year, it returns a numerical value. So for day we have 28, 11, and 2022. These are all integers or numerical value. And then let's try string. So yung L-trim will just remove the white spaces or trailing spaces, and then let's see paano manipulate. So here wala na 'tong mga trailing spaces. It just di lang natin siya makita kasi so pag pinaste natin 'yan dapat wala siyang wala na siyang trailing spaces. So wala naman. Yun, so it removes the trailing spaces sa left trim. So lahat ng nasa left tanggal 'yan. Ito sa right, tapos lower it will just convert to lower, and then upper sa upper. And then yung car index naman, it will return the position kung ano yung nakalagay sa first parameter. Let's say yung word is SQL. So you have a input parameter which is Q, and then it will return 2. Should return 2. So 2. So kukuhain lang niya yung position nung character. And then yung length, they should return 3 kasi count lang yan no character. And then we have concat, which is to concatenate. So maglalagay ka lang ng list separated by comma. So when we run that, it will just concatenate the three parameters or text string. So you have blank here. So that's why there's a blank space. Sorry. So next is the replace. When we run this, it will show that the input parameter is SQL masters, and then it will find the word masters here, and then update it with the new word, which is ito. So yun yung purpose to replace. Ito yung input, and then find this one and then replace it with this one. And then for right, kuhain mo lang yung from the right, yung first 3 characters from the right and the first 3 characters from the left naman to. And then yung stuff naman is ano to. Yun. So from the stuff 1 to 7, ibig sabihin dun magi-start 1 to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So these first 7 characters will be replaced by this value. So that's why ang naging final result is upscaling SQL. So before it was master SQL, and then now it's upscaling SQL. And then here substring naman is so ganun din, ito yung starting point and then ito yung last point. So first 4 from left, that is must 1 to 4, yun yung i-return niya. So you're pulling part of the string. There are some scenarios na you might need that. So here naman is yung calls. So as I mentioned earlier, it will return the first non-null value. So we have a list here. So kung ano yung unang-una, which is SQL, it will return SQL dapat. Yan. And then null if, it returns null if two expressions are equal. Since these are not equal, it will return the first expression otherwise. So 25 dapat ang lumabas. And in case we make them equal, that should return null value. Okay. And then this one is just for checking this part, the first part, if it's null. So if it's null, it will return the word yung nilagay dito. So null siya, so it will return upscaling. If it's not null, let's say we put character, then it will return SQL. And then yung if naman, it return yes if the condition is true. Kapag no naman if the condition is false. So it's like this, it will evaluate first the first statement, which is 500 is less than 1000, which is true, then it will return yes because it's true. And then the cast and the convert, we use this especially when when we have command strings, when we are executing using command strings, because we want to convert yung mga integer. So because hindi siya mababasa or hindi siya concatenate with the other string if the data type is integer. So we have to cast or convert them. So yan siya example ng cast and convert. So yun, and then we have here ay nawala yung try cast. So this is an example that demonstrates a success. So let's see. So yan siya, try cast. And then ano pa ba? Ayan, try cast na nag-fail kasi explicitly we are using it as a XML, which is not kasi for thus it will fail. It will say explicit conversion to XML. Okay. We have one more topic. Okay, so we have one topic, which is conditional expressions. So we have covered already joins, merging result sets, and SQL functions. And last topic is conditional expressions. So you have any questions from the previous topic? Okay, so I think silence means no. So let's go to conditional expressions. So one of the conditional expressions is the case. Case expression is that SQL searches for the first when. Tapos then we will move to the next condition. If the above conditions are not satisfied, it will execute the else. So otherwise, case will return null value kapag wala siya. So and the other one is using if. So if else statement is just a control flow of statement. So it imposes conditions on the execution of transact SQL statement. So yung statement that follows an if, it will be executed if the condition of there is satisfied. So else it will execute the block of code here. So this is another last example we have. So 3.5. So here, I will just use the example, yung assignment natin kanina. So here, we were asked to update the prices. So here we make use of case. Just like what yung isa kanina nagsabi, case yung ginamit niya. Pwede rin kasing gamitin natin yung dalawang update. So here, naglagay lang ako ng checking para hindi siya mag-fail. So gumawa ako ng another table, which is product case, just to create the backup. So similar to our assignment. So we just archive it and then update natin siya. So this is when we use the case. So ang syntax niya is case, tas when, maglalagay ng condition, and then yung value when it satisfies. So else this price is ito. So if we have more this is very useful if we have a lot of conditions. So let's say we have not only this, we have other brands na kailangan itaas with a specific percentage of this percentage ng taas ng race. So yun, so that's when it is very useful per case. So we can run this update. So this should be similar to our assignment, yung sagot. So um ito yung answer uh, using the update, and then we can compare it with using the case, which is this table now. So this should be the same. Okay. So these two queries just return the same. But sa second is we use case statement. So the next one is if. I just very easy lang yung sa if kasi I think everyone knows this as a programmer. Yun lang. It's just as simple as this. We will maybe give more example sa next ang important lang dito is yung syntax ni if. So it's just if condition and then execute the block of statement and then else ganyan. So yan lang siya. Any questions before I end? I think we finish early or it's 4:10 pa lang. So guys, just a gentle reminder to I didn't see that all has already submitted their assignments. Please do. Yun. So it's part of the score. We have a passing grade of 70% and it's like 15% of the total score. Ayun. Julie, you or Joyce, you have something to add?
Wala. Okay.
I guess they're maybe sa mga next discussions we will be covering more advanced topics. So we will be dealing with performance tuning, which I think you are all interested. So these are basics. So most of you already know this. Just I think this is just a refresher for all of us mostly. So yun. So if you have any questions na you want to ask, you can also put it in the inquiry log. We haven't seen any log there yet. So rest assured it will be answered as soon as possible. Yun, I think we can stop na recording na.